As we near the midway point of this opening quarter, Harden, deep three, and it goes, and James Harden can do that. Rockets 40-24 overall, 22-10 at home. Harden on the insane.
Sitting on your back deck of your house by
Wear
yourself.
your mask. Well, if you're by yourself, it's different. 23-14 now.
Wow.
And a deep three.
How about Harden and Westbrook have combined for 18 points, and then you have Gordon and Tucker.
It's good.
Have man advantage opportunities. Nice job pitching the ball ahead quickly before the defense is set. You get good shots.
Harden, the up fake, and then gets right to the bats. It's a starter, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast. He's been lights out, 27 games, 18-plus points, 9-plus rebounds. Harden with a three-pointer. That is.
Dylan Brooks with a dogged defense against Harden. Screened by Covington. Shot clock down to 7 for Harden. Now picked up by Jaren, who picked his pocket earlier. And Harden puts in a three. Brandon Clark replaces Valanciunas for the Grizzlies as we near the midway point of the first quarter. Harden, step back three. That is his shot. One of the most proficient step back shooters in the entire league. It's one area that Clark has really tried to work on, his handle and his ability to work the perimeter. Harden down the lane. And Harden with 8 and a foul. Rockets' largest lead has been 7. Not anymore. Harden hits. They make it a 9-point game. Winslow had a phenomenal camp by all reports in Orlando. Harden with a drive and a finish.
6 to go along with 5 rebounds for BC.
Harden for 3.
See if we can get a strong finish here from the bench. Grizzlies down 10 and just kind of getting all out of sorts now here in this fourth quarter.
And Harden with an exclamation point.
I think he's a valuable piece defensively for this team.
Celtics have hit 3 of their first 4 threes. These guys will do it all night long with him.
Decided to take himself.
One-on-one in the corner, pulls back, fires up a 3 off the inbounds, and in goes. And the game is now tied at 15 as James Harden. Rockets with a +3 edge early on, rebounding-wise on the Celtics. Harden gets by Poirier to the rim, uses his body to shield the bigger man, and he lays it up and in. Rivers tries to turn the corner, cannot, brings it back out between the circles to Harden on Poirier. Oh, he loves playing with big men in space. He'll pull back, he'll shoot, and he will bury the 3. That's 13 for 13. Has proved that he absolutely belongs in the association. Been a terrific addition to the Rockets. Harden on the wing, doubled, pulls back, shoots for 3, bottom of the net. Officially a 21-point turnaround so far for the Rockets in this game after trailing 10-0. Inside of 4 minutes to go in the half, Harden gets by 1, got fouled by another, in the hoop and went, and
Harden.
1. Rebound, Eric Gordon, good inside positioning on Poirier, ripped the rebound from him. Westbrook in the corner to Harden, catches, fires, scores. Incredible stuff.
Like
There were a lot of bodies in between Russ and McLemore. Quick inbounds, Harden, corner 3. That's his 6th 3 of the first half. 4.5 seconds difference between game and shot clock as we wind it down in this first half. Harden on Wanamaker, pull back 3. Uh-oh, feeling it! Oh my goodness, James Harden on fire! Hits again from downtown. For the Rockets, trying to make it 2-1. Boston coming in this game as well, 1-1. Harden right side angle, one-on-one with the Time Lord, pulls him back, shoots for 3, and nails it.
Harden on the move. There's that patented Euro step, and he gets it to go. Harden fouled, and he writhes in pain on the court.
Just in this scenario, or can I have him always?
Yeah, I guess so. Luka got ripped by Tucker. Rockets have a 3-on-2, and Harden finishes at the bucket. They go up by a bucket.
The fact of the matter is the Dallas offense is good enough.
That's not something you want to miss or sleep on, as Harden gets slept on defensively by the Mavericks. James Harden off to a very
beautiful shooting form, able to put it on the deck.
James Harden with another step back 3. Caught all of the rim, and he's in a nice roll right now.
On how to pronounce what's on the back of those international players' jerseys.
Oh, wow.
And here, I'm going to do one for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
JJ Barea.
And Harden with 20 points already in the ballgame in the first quarter. Why not? 23! He is hotter than fish grease here in the first quarter. 7-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Harden and one on his first bucket of the second quarter. Doncic stops on the baseline. Great feed and a better block by Covington. He put Porzingis in the friend zone on that block. Harden drives, gets it to fall. Harden single coverage this time, Doris. Luka hanging around though. Didn't matter.
I think had he gone middle.
Corner three hits the side of the backboard. Rivers, shot clock at 6. Harden with the floater, got it. And James Harden, after that white hot start, as Wright with his first 3 has 5. Harden with the drive.
They were like, okay, somebody make a shot.
Wow, a deep 3 is good by Harden. What an answer. Harden coming back the other way. Got all the way to the basket and finishes with the offhand. And the Houston Rockets retake the lead for the first time in a long time. Can't overstate, Doris, his effort at both ends. Harden fouled and won.
Agreed, Mark. Russell has made so many plays.
Guess what? If you're the Rockets, that's a shot you're willing to give him.
James Harden flips it up. Shot's good. And the foul.
Harden.
Marvin Williams double teamed. Good help from Harden. Deflected and stolen by McLemore. McLemore, a little Euro step. Bank shot won't go, but tipped up and in from Harden.
And Middleton stepped out of bounds, knocks down a jumper. This is a one-point game. I know we talk about a make-or-miss league. It's also a make-or-miss call.
Harden for 3.
3 points. Rock.
To me, it sounds miserable.
I'm jumping around walking the golf course if I hear something in the bushes.
Harden count it and the foul. A chance for a 4-point play. Second field goal for Korver. Harden for 3. Just his third three-pointer. And for him, only 20 points.
And we've seen 2 things. We've seen the Blazers take opportunities to trap James Harden. They don't do it here, and he gets all the way to the rim. Houston doesn't panic about those things because right now, the Blazers are not finishing with great success.
James Harden with a triple. Here's Harden. The penetration all the way to the cup, James Harden.
One of the things that I've noticed about James Harden,
you know, the versatility of Tucker. We've seen him guard Lillard. We've seen him guard Nurkic. Tucker, corner pop, missed it. Harden taps the ball to himself, and he does it all in one motion for the deuce. Harden playing with 4 fouls. Harden, oh, from Epcot, James Harden. But Houston controls. Harden. Nobody there, no resistance whatsoever. James Harden.
In the Westbrook roll, here is James Harden. Harden now has Davis on him with the shot clock at 6 and a 3. Here comes Harden, averaging 34 points a game. He'll dance and back up and put up another 3, and he caught Cook that time.
With the Lakers having won 3 championships with the Lakers. It's nice to have a fan base like that, big fella. And every time Tucker takes the floor, he plays with that desperation, and it shows.
Look at the drive by Harden, schooling the 19-year-old Harden Tucker.
Are we really worried about anyone? But let me tell you this. At that 8th spot, if it ends up as James Harden gets all the way to the cup
worried
again.
about that guy, I'll tell you that. As he goes against Green.
You know, normally going against bigger, heavier, at times more talented players, and he gets the jump. Wow. Man, his step back 3 is lethal.
3 to play in the second quarter. This is Harden working his way inside on Dudley.
Man, this dude, are you kidding me?
So then get another possession on the other side of the Lakers' possession.
There he is going inside for the drive, and he hits it.
Nice fake by James. Lakers trying to swarm defensively. 3 down the hatch. James Harden. Picked up by P.J. Tucker off to Harden, and there's Smith right there. JR's on him. Harden goes by him and got it to go. Pretty play by James Harden.
Who made that play right there for the Rockets.
53s thrown up there by the Rockets. Turnover right there by the Lakers. Harden will take it. Step back, triple. Morris defends. Bullseye. Put in right there by the beard.
Kings with 9 unanswered points after giving up the first triple. The Rockets. Whoa, nice push inside, and Harden gets one at the rim to end that 9-0 run.
Clint was a great roller. They found a real rhythm with him, but now you set up everybody. Oh, block. Oh, wow. Block call.
Just really struggling with his three-point shot in Florida. He's done a lot of things really well. Ball's knocked out of the hands of Harrison Barnes. Kings turn it over. Give Covington credit there for poking that away. Here's
Harrison Barnes, who did it a little earlier, the only one that's able to get inside and break down and get in the paint of Houston.
The move by Harden and the finish around and down. Eroding a bit for Sacramento. 7 of 21 from distance. Oh, there's the strength again of Harden. Midpoint, quarter number 3. Game number 5 of 8 for the Kings. Harden with a familiar step back and the familiar result. Underneath the basket, yep. And Covington pokes it away and he ends up with it. Sloppy basketball. Harden with the two-hand flush. Dumps it out to Harrison Barnes for 3.
Go ahead and back cut to the basket, because if they're going to switch, they're just kind of standing around. Make them move on the defensive end.
Hield now 4 of 8 from downtown. There's Harden going to answer back, and he does.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hesitation move.
Oh boy.
Aaron and Justin on the team for Indiana. And there's James. He just continues. He's at 50% from three-point. All right, what's the defense going to be on Harden this time as he steps back and fires and he hits? Not much.
That's a bad shot if you're a Houston Rocket, although the Indiana Pacers still want their guys to take those.
James with his 8th rebound of the game. Floats it up. Look at the touch. He's able to float it up off the rim. Great touch. Tipped outside. Good job by Aaron. James sets and fires and hits. In the NBA, Austin Rivers passed on a 3. Turns it inside for the drive. Now passes outside, which gives James a wide open look. Now that shot was what, about 25 feet?
Yeah, at least.
I knew you'd get that in. And there's James with a finger roll.
So nice.
And that's his first 3 of the game. He's 1 for 8. James hits a 3, and James Harden now is 5 for 9 from behind the three-point line. Got that good first step, and he gets you in that rocking chair move and rocks you back, and then he can get that easy 15-footer. There's James. What an acrobatic shot. Oh, man. Nothing he shoots up there amazes me anymore. 91-85. Indiana.
Look at that space for James to drive.
And he does. Lays it up and in.
Great patience by Harden to wait for his teammates to space the floor.
Maybe he just wants to get back and fish. Well, apparently so does the Indiana defense.
So my TV's been
smoking.
Ew, it's been great.
James still in the game, and he hits a 3. So James Harden.
James has more 40-point games than he has games with less than 20.
And he's got another three-pointer. And you'd probably say, well, why is he still shooting? Well, he's still shooting because he wants to get in a groove come playoff time. Chris Clemens has got it to Green again. Out to Harden. Harden on the drive. Puts it up and in. And it's a 2-point game with 27 seconds left.
This guy takes on all comers on the defensive end of the floor.
Harris trying to stay with Harden. He does. Whistle, foul, and 1. Guys that get to the free throw line quite a bit, too. Harden, quick trigger 3. Man, this is almost reminiscent.
In the games without Russell. He can take it up the do-it-yourself as he does here.
Harden with that steal, Doris, underscoring the point that he leads.
James Harden arrived on the scene. They've made the playoffs every year. In fact, through the previous 7 years as Harden gets inside.
Shoots about 46 three-pointers per game. Harden squeezes off a bunch, and he makes a bunch as well.
He saw that coming, and Milton got up in the air with no place to go. James again picked up by Embiid, so he takes him right to the basket for a reversal.
Never really forgave the rookie for it.
That's egregious.
You get it then. James Harden gets it. 14-point lead. Tobias Harris left it short. On the run out, James Harden against Embiid. And Embiid just let him go.
Let him.
Off the steal, Jeff Green on the move. Kicks it back out for three. And that's the way the Rockets play basketball.
Here he comes, probing the defense. Gallinari is there. Shot clock down to 3. Harden pulls the trigger and hits.
Points in the paint at 15 a game. So he's their pace and their attack on the rim.
Harden has to fire the 3 and he beats the clock.
Houston loading up their defense, ready to come to help.
Harden again breaking him down. Went right around Robertson like he wasn't even there.
And they've cut it to 13.
Thunder out of fouls. Harden goes right around Schroeder, and he's headed to the free throw line. And suddenly, Oklahoma City's offense back in gear. Here comes Harden. Gets his defender on his heels again. That was his first points in the second half. So he'll get a much-deserved breather here. Harden, quick trigger 3, and here comes Houston. Houston's bench tonight, Stan, shooting 79% from the field. Harden got it.
Well, one of the problems that he's having, like the entire Thunder team, is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is one of 13 guys in the league who scores 10 points a game or more on drives. Even think of trading baskets down 14 with 7 minutes to go.
29 points for Gallinari. That was his second 3 of the night, but Harden has the answer.
A little bit of ball and player movement can do to get you better shots, and we haven't seen much of that out of the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight.
A rare chance that we see Harden matched up with Chris Paul. Stan in our country, and of course CP3 right at the forefront of that group.
No question.
Harden, pretty drive and finish.
This is a great playoff performance by this team.
Year 12 for Green as Harden goes right down the paint, nearly untouched.
Not given that charge call.
James Harden hits a 3. He had 6 of them in game 1. Harden drives on Schroeder. The strength of Harden. Count it. And the foul. Chance for a 3-point play for Harden. Gordon wins it. Shot clock down as Harden banks it home. Just the 3rd field goal of the game for James Harden, but it puts the Rockets up 11. But as Harden, the shot clock winding down. He's going to have to put it up. Steps back and drills it. Schroeder tried to draw a charge. Harden, step back 3. Bang! James Harden from downtown. And that makes it 12 again with 2.5 remaining.
There's that 5 out that the Rockets play offensively. Harden gets switched on to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The drive-by and layup.
Consistently great defense by the Rockets.
Harden with the Euro step and reverse.
Come on, that's too easy.
The NBA app. Harden inside off glass.
And he has got everything working right now. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists.
The Thunder really off to a poor start. 2 of 14. Harden put Dort in the blender and scores it off glass. Yeah, he rocked him to sleep, Russ. Harden has a mismatch against Adams. Little Euro step. Wow, James Harden with a quick change of direction. Oh, Harden loves his defenders shaken, not stirred. What a move by the Beard.
playing off your defense, playing with pace, exactly what Billy was exhorting you to do.
Harden ducks in for the layup. Little 2-for-1 situation here for the Rockets. Harden with the 3, and that's his first one of the night. Tucker trying to stay with Chris Paul, lost the control. Harden on the break. Count it, and one on the punch. Harden trying to find his rhythm. Step back 3.
Oh.
Just the way he drew it up, right?
Come on.
2-point lead for the Rockets.
He's 2 for 13 going back to game 2.
Well, just got to keep taking that shot. I mean, it's a bad shot if you don't take it.
And Harden starting to heat up here in the third.
Harden.
Why don't you exploit Steven Adams on the block? Because just posting him up doesn't work. You got to kind of get him on the move, dump it down to him, and then use his height to an advantage.
The Rockets are the poorest rebounding team in the NBA. And you can take advantage if you can play size. And Harden is open with a couple triples. High school, freshman year, Quebec, then Jacksonville, Orlando, Ontario, Arizona State, G League, and playoffs now as Harden rebounds the miss and puts it in. It's because I don't have Instagram. Jeff Green, and that toss back to Harden. He's not going to miss those.
Well, that was an inverted pick and roll that time.
You see how hard Dort and Tucker banging and bumping. Harden down the lane. Oh, what a finish. And there's the former teammates, Paul and Harden. Harden went for the reach. Harden with the take. Harden with a breakout and finish.
That one away instead of just a catch and shoot where he was open. But fortunately, that big body of Adams is right inside to tap it in.
James Harden lasering in a 3. And Stephanie Reddy checked in with Billy Donovan. Which team is Laissez-Faire on?
You know, he's on the Rockets.
Harden rattling in the 3. CP3 yet to hit a 3. And so the Rockets, that incredible beginning to the half from three-point land. And Harden, to your point, getting to the rim. Harden with Lou Dort, who's been tasked with guarding him all night. And Harden right to the rim, and Houston's got the lead again.
They got a chance to line up a play here to try to get it in the hands of James Harden eventually.
There is Harden, quickly turns around, puts up the 3, and it is good.
11 years as the face of the franchise in Oklahoma City. Lost his footing. They get it out to Covington. Now to Harden with 10 to shoot. Harden goes right down the paint.
Before Covington can get out on him and knocks down the 3.
Harden the attack and a tough floater taking on Dort.
They're comfortable competing for that championship once again, but now there's just a new resolve to keep social justice in the forefront of their minds as well, guys.
And this has been the story so far. Poor shooting by the Thunder. 3 of 18. Harden right down Broadway. Little juke step, look at Dort. Right into his chest. Offensive rebound, Tucker. Harden left, got it.
You can use Lou Dort rolling to the rim on pick and rolls.
And Stan, we heard Rebecca tell us as Harden squares up on a 3 and hits. Badly needed shot for Houston.
Deontay Burton described him as a presence that is unmatched, that he has so much energy that you really miss him when he's gone. Right now, he's certainly showing that presence, guys.
Downhill, he was not happy with their spacing on several possessions in the first half.
Harden was highly efficient in the first half, and that continues.
And look, as much as they like Lou Dort defensively, they just could not function offensively with him on the floor, and they're having a hard time functioning defensively.
Stan, no one else has had anything going offensively for them.
No, and for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, it's been a nightmare of a night. They're attacking him.
Have this team getting closer to a win.
Yeah, they've just exploited matchups at both ends, but right now, he's even going to work on Lou Dort.
Remarkable to watch him operate both on and off the court here. Such meaningful moments as Harden puts one off the backboard and one for James Harden. Harden, crafty all the way in. Easy for James Harden.
Nice little elbow right there, and they may have to call a.
Now popping open is Ferguson. Three-pointer is up. No, here's Harden. Harden taking it all the way. Baisley on him. No contest. James Harden. The big question every night when you match up against the Houston Rockets. So far, so good. Here's Harden for three. That's his first hit of the night. You knew you wouldn't keep him down long. Harden with a quick 11 now after that three-point make. Nice work there by Gallinari, shutting off Russell Westbrook. Here's Harden now. Across the lane, scores at the rim.
Those bows were getting above the chest, too. Harden here spins. And that's a clean finish.
Westbrook crosses over, kicks it. Ball movement for Houston. Now it's Harden all the way in. Untouched. James Harden scores at the rim. Back and forth they go. Look at Schroeder picking up Harden nearly at the half-court line. Working on Adams. Easy for James Harden.
They only shoot 30%. They only make 11. They have 6 now, so this is right on schedule for them.
Harden for three. Oh. He's got it. Just crept over the front of the rim. The sidestep threes, the step back threes, it's changed the game, and who'd have thought as Harden goes to the hole to score it, who'd have thought it would have rendered Clint Capella. And now Oklahoma City with their three-point guard lineup, their closing lineup. The three-point guards with Gallinari and Adams. Step back for Harden, three-point hit for James Harden, that's a big one.
And the Rockets, as a team, kept them all out around the three-point line.
James to the basket, and he missed. Got it back, put it up and in. James Harden with an extra step in his get-along.
Who would have thought that Lugansdort would have 18 points with a little under 5 minutes to go, and I mean that respectfully.
No, you're right, and you're right. I don't even think he would think he'd have this type of first half, with all due respect.
Westbrook taking exception on the floater. Bounced a couple of times and went in. Harden working against Dort. Got into the paint and finished. LeBron staying right in front of him. Harden shook him. And a tough shot.
Blocked the three-point potential game-winning shot.
In traffic that time over JaVale McGee. So the Rockets attacking the rim.
He's getting his first action since March, Mark, and Frank Vogel said he was ready to return versus the Blazers, but his back just locked up. So it's been over a week since he was a late scratch and nearly 8 weeks.
I get it, though. I get it, Cass. Very talkative, very demonstrative, like another coach on the floor. And James Harden is making people forget quickly about Game 7 against OKC a couple of nights ago. They've had a long time off, Mark. They haven't played since last Saturday. Whistle, foul, and one. As Harden will go right back to the free throw line.
We've seen back-to-back plays where the Lakers have double-teamed James Harden just randomly.
This time Danny Green trying to do it. Caruso blocking foul and one. Count it.
Let's make sure we get a good shot.
Kuzma going to have his hands full here. Harden with the three. Not enough hands to keep that guy in check. 25 in the first half for the Beard. No double team. Shot clock down to 2. Just got it off in time and just in time. Tucker controls James up to 15 points on 6 of 9. And another block, but this one's going to be a goaltend. Davis inbounds to McGee. Great anticipation by Harden. And he had to punch that in, or else he sensed LeBron was coming for him. Harden, floater in the paint, contact, block, and one. Count it. Had to leave the bubble earlier in July when they first got here because of the passing of his grandma.
Center for the Houston Rockets 3 years ago, I would have laughed at you. And Draymond Green recently tweeted, if Houston takes this series, it's going to hurt the value of the big man even more. But
Davis prefers to play the power forward as Harden draws the foul. Shot's good and one. There's the strength of Harden.
And the steal.
Harden one-on-one with Anthony Davis. Little step back three. Got it. 74-68. Kuzma's got 6 points. James Harden drills another three-pointer. Harden, step back three. That's good. Frank Vogel very upset. Thought there should have been an offensive foul on Harden. And a lead back up to 8 with a minute to play. 10 points, 9 assists for Rondo. Harden using the offhand, banks it home.
Westbrook aggressive, but met at the rim by McGee. In transition come the Lakers. Davis trying to find LeBron James, and it's taken away by Harden. Turnover, Los Angeles. Harden all the way in, too easy.
Shot over 38% from 3 on the year, making a couple a game. He's shot over 38% from 3 here in the playoffs.
James Harden. Rockets by 4. Game 3. Lakers have missed their last 6 threes. Harden starting to come alive here. Covington guarded by Morris. 7 Los Angeles turnovers at this point. Finally, an escape, and Harden with the floater. Kicks it out. Gordon, or rather Westbrook, with Caruso on him. And he finds Harden wide open. Boy, how do you leave James Harden that open?
You stunted shooters and do those things, just take them out of their rhythm.
That quick double comes on Davis. Caruso trying to fire it off a Rocket, can. A couple of injured players on the other end. Westbrook gets it to Harden. Harden all the way in for the layup.
On the top side with the ball up high, you've got to wait until the ball gets to the wing to be fronting.
Boy, too easy. James Harden all the way in. Harden goes to the rack. Harden throws it off the backboard, gets his own, puts it back by design.
In the NBA, and here's Harden, shoots it before the double team comes and knocks it in. Get their defense set on a turnover like that.
Here's Harden now on the drive. Harden all the way in.
And you mentioned the Rockets free throw shooting. The fact that they only have 12 attempts is a mark of great Laker defense also, because the Rockets on the year.
LeBron is averaging 28 points per game in the 3 games of this series. Scored 25 plus during the regular year as Harden goes to the basket, scores with his offhand, the right hand.
And 15-0 on second chance points. You got to run back and block somebody out.
There's a three-pointer.
Covington.
But that's 2 times Harden is driven without shooting. That's a 3rd drive, and he shot the ball. He's right at the basket.
And other ones, they'll sit. Neither one of them played a second in game 4. Harden drives. Good move. A good aggressive move from James Harden. Ball stripped and stolen. Nice defensive play that time by the Rockets. Covington. Harden tries again. This time connects. That's his first three-pointer. Austin Rivers, good defensive player to deflection. Green throws it up. Shot blocked by Kuzma. Well, right there on the follow is Harden. And all of a sudden, they've cut it to 10.
Well, look where the other 4 Rockets are. They're all flattened to the base. It's a little bit harder to come and double team. Gets more.
Fourth quarter, the ability to read and communicate, not just on the floor, but from the bench.
Yeah, I agree with Marcus. Harden with a great blow by.
Rockets though came back as James Harden got things going. At one point, they cut it to 7. LeBron James with a. On the drive, Harden with the finish. He's got 21, and it's a 6-point game. Harden, the floater's up and good. James Harden. Rivers drives, blocked by Davis. Harden right there on the follow. 88-67. Lakers in control once again. Harden looking to post up Danny Green. And Harden has delivered big time offensively. He's now 11 of 16 from the field, 27 points.
Switches on to Westbrook and entertained by the conversation that's going on.
Nice move from James Harden. 29 for Harden.